Hey guys, it's me Chan Dragon. As I recording this video, this is already New Year 2024, so Happy New Year to all of you. And if you're still 2023, maybe you have to wait a little bit. So back in topic, today's video is about Navia post-release review. So this is mostly my experience using Navia for around more than 10 days. And I will share my review about using Navia, what I like and why I don't like about her, and I give my verdict and why you should pull this character or not. Before I continue this video, I appreciate if you decide to subscribe and help me to reach this 1000 subscribe, but in the end it's not necessary. If you want to help, I much appreciate. So let's begin with the things that I like or positive about Navia. The first thing I want to say, this is every single video that I already mentioned about Navia, but Navia's selling point is she can deal high damage screenshot number in one hit 200k, 300k, and that's actually very satisfying. Even already more than a week, I'm still not tiring looking those 300k, 400k. It's just so nice to see yeah, I agree, I'll hit them and my Navia that is stronger, but seeing this Navia number sometimes it's just therapy. I keep mentioning, but this is actually the things that I really like for her. Seeing a big number, it's always nice to see. That's why screenshot number showcase is always get a lot of attention by the people, because seeing 1 million damage, something it's always pleasing your eyes, right? And so does Navia. Yeah, that's why I say although other DPS already profile more damage, but at least Navia have something that they didn't have, which is the screenshot number. Some of you maybe say, how about Eula? Eula can do that pretty easily. And at least in my opinion, although Eula can figure that quite easily, it's not as easy as Navia. Navia is literally a lot more brain dead to trigger this. Because Eula, you need still do the backlot and make sure you didn't kill the enemy first or make sure they didn't move. Navia, it's not really matter though, because you aim by yourself. As long as you're already getting this stack, you can carry all the way and you decide yourself when you want to launch all these stacks. So it's more you have a better control than Eula, that it's backload, it's locked behind burst, and it have also certain timing. So I feel Navia have more flexibility and even easier than Eula to make this big screenshot damage. So far, at least in my opinion, Navia will be the easiest character to do big screenshot damage consistently in any single mode. And moving to the second point, which is she is Geo, but not necessarily required in mono Geo, because most of the Geo is usually play mono Geo. It's very restrictive, you always want to play this mono Geo. But Navia itself, she finally can avoid this, because her kit is basically on mention also have advantage to using non-Geo in Navia kit. So that's why I say it's one of the quiet breeder to finally Geo to not always with Geo. And also it's open couple of the team comp final that you can pair, let's say Furina, you already know, right? Xiangling and Bennett's pretty popular team with Navia itself. And a lot of different ones that I heard people using with Fischl also, that I think that's a good stuff for Navia that can finally not just lock in this mono Geo. And next thing that I want to highlight, she basically a simple, straightforward character. I don't think there's something super fancy in her that you need to pay attention that much. Besides later I will talk about the bad thing about Navia, but other than that, it's just you need to burst, get the stack, launch the umbrella, do normal attack. Yeah, that's very straightforward. It's not I'll hit them that you need to see the mirror, how much mirror left, Sino you have to timing. But Navia, it's just straightforward. Now let's move into the things that I don't like, or I feel negative stuff about Navia. First, the umbrella itself, it's quite prone to miss, especially if you do the tap skill. It's very easily to miss. Or even sometimes you want to hold, but the enemy have a weird position, kinda in the middle. It will, I don't know, it miss. I don't know why. Even when you already aim the target, it miss. I don't know why. I think it's probably either the program or AI targeting system that quite dumb in Navia Gunbrella itself. But yeah, it's sometimes quite dumb and it's quite annoying. And I feel it's quite troublesome. The tap especially, it's very high likely all of your bullet will not go through if you already have the full stack. Yeah, but that mostly when they have weird position and you do tap. But if you aim properly and the enemy have a quite good position, usually it's already accurate. And the next one, this is that actually my complaint the most about Navia, which is until right now she doesn't have any perfect Geo. I keep mentioning Geo itself, I don't feel it's the perfect Geo for her, because even the tower is quite small, the crystal production is not that much either to help Navia. The only that you utilize is the resistance potion reduction and the elemental reduction, and that's it. The burst we cannot even utilize because sometimes it's too long for Navia rotation. Albedo okay, but sometimes if the flower is gone and that's it. And other than that, not so much that helping you in crystallize. And Goro, of course, no. Noel sometimes kinda okay, but mostly only for shield. Yingguang not so optimal. Like literally doesn't have any Geo that can support Navia very well, and we don't have so much Geo option. I think in right now, Navia really need a good partner, especially for Geo itself. And after that, probably she will be even better. But right now in this stage, she doesn't have any perfect Geo team. And the last one, it is actually just very small complaint that I don't really find it super troublesome. They don't want to fix that even fine, which is the normal attack. Because this is mostly Claymore, it feels like a little bit janky, but all in all, it's just not so much trouble. And let's do a very short recap review about Navia build. Let's start with the 5-star weapon. Of course, the best one is her signature, the Verdict. But and if you wonder what the good alternative, which is back end of the Red Seed, I checked that's pretty much good. And also Red Horn Stone Slasher, just because the critical damage give you good for Navia. Critical damage usually good for Navia. And I don't know if you wonder how about like both Gravestone, Unforged, and even Skyward Pride itself, they are okay. They mostly more get advantage if you equip Hunter set. Because in Hunter set, if you equip like the weapon crit rate, like say like Verdict itself, you have high chance to be like overcap your crit rate. And if you have Verdict, it can be maybe go over 100%. So that's why sometimes critical rate weapon in Hunter set can be a little bit not that benefit compared if you equip like non-crit that like both Gravestone, Red Horn. But for the 4 stars, you also have other like pretty decent weapon that you can use. Of course, the best one is Serpent Spine. If you can make it R5, it's actually very close with the signature weapon, the Verdict one. If you already get the maximum 5 stack, it's actually very similar. The only downside about this one is that you need to wait until you get like all the stack, but other than that, it's pretty much similar in terms of the performance. And yeah, if you don't have this from Battle Pass, of course you still have other choice that you can use, which is the Tidal Shadow. Tidal Shadow is just, you can just craft it, gives you like stat of attack, and that also will increase your attack if you get a kill. So this is basically a good free-to-play weapon if you can make even R5. But rather if you just want like free, the newest weapon, the Ultimate Overlord Mega Magic Sword, they're also pretty good because it gives you ER. Navia also need ER that I will discuss later, and increase your attack by 12%, and also it can give you furthermore if you have the Melucindo. So this is also another good weapon for Navia for free to play. Also, if you don't have those weapons, then you can use actually Sacrificial Greatsword. It gives you energy recharge, and you can even use this skill 3 times. You may have like longer rotation using this weapon, but it's still pretty much a good weapon that you can use. It's not that bad at all. I already tried. As for Navia artifact sets, there's actually 2 artifact sets that equally good. It just depends which one is your preference. I will start first with the brand new artifact, which is the Nighttime Whisper in the Echoing Wood. This name is actually very long, but basically this artifact is just good for Navia to just give you attack, because also Navia attack scalar. For this, after using the elemental skill, gain another 20% bonus for 10 seconds, and also if you get crystallized, it will effect increase 150%. This is basically just so good for Navia. And especially if you equip with the Verdict or the section weapon of her, this is actually working the best one, of course. Other than that, there's one artifact set that also equally good as Nighttime Whisper, which is Hunter set. Hunter set can be as good as the Nighttime artifact sets, but the only downside about this set is that it's very restrictive. You can only put with Furina unless you want to take hit and heal, which is very troublesome, which I don't really recommend. So the only this set can work is with Furina. So that's why this set actually can be as good as this Nighttime, or even can be better if you have a better stat, but it's only locked with Furina itself. But if you can stick with Furina all the time, then this set can be as good as this one, and you don't need even to farm this set. In short, if you want flexibility, then just farm this Nighttime, because you don't have to always pair with Furina. So if you want to play with the wider team range, then farm for this one. But if you just find with stick with Furina all the time with the same team that revolving around Furina, then you don't need to farm, you don't need to burn your res, and just stick with this Hunter set. And also the last note about these sets, also this set maybe not that great if you have crit rate weapons such like Serpent Spine or the Verdict, because you already have 36% in here, right? If you get like so much crit rate, let's say like this, and also other piece, you may end up also overcap your crit rates, maybe end up still not that great for crit rate weapon for your Navia itself. So you may be considering to go to an item. So that's also another notes that you can take. As for the main set, also nothing changed that I already mentioned before. This is depends if you need crit rate and go for crit rate. If you need crit damage and go for crit damage. This one is go geo damage bonus, and this one mainly just go for attack percentage. As for the substat itself for Navia, prioritize energy recharge because she needs a little bit of energy charge. After that, crit rate, crit damage, and the last roll if you want the perfect one is attack percentage. For Navia energy charge requirement, I've been using for overweek, and I think the best number for Navia energy charge is around 130% to 140%. Because 125%, I feel like some of the team it's enough, some of the team it's not enough. Like, it's almost full but not full yet on some of the worst scenarios. So that's why I feel like getting 130 at least, I think that's the best number for Navia itself. So if you're still confused, should you pull Navia? I say because Navia is main DPS. Main DPS in Genshin Impact is always just optional for you. Just like usually you just choose what character you like in terms of playstyle. But for me, I already say before, like in terms of Navia, if you really want a good DPS that especially they deal a big number in a single hit, you want to see like a big number in one single hit, then yeah, I recommend for you to get Navia, because Navia you can easily to taste this like 300k, 200k in one single shot. Like Navia cannot do that. Navia maybe deal more damage than Navia, but it's like maybe 20k, like slowly but a lot bigger in like frequency. But it's not like what at the time, but Navia can provide that. So if you like this kind of playstyle, then pull for Navia. Also, maybe you're a casual player that you don't want like overcomplicated character that just like straightforward like without it. Navia is one of them also. You literally only need to do burst, wait the stack just full and just do skill. And after you just tap normal attack, that's it. You back again, do the same. Burst, wait until the stack full skill, normal. Yeah, that's it. It's not that hard, it's not complicated, it's very straightforward. So pretty much that's everything for Navia. I think Navia type of the straightforward character. She might be not a very influential type of character that changed the whole meta, but also she doesn't have so much like a bad stuff that I want to talk. She's just like a fine character, like relatively good and strong DPS if you want to use. And you will have no even any trouble to clear any content, even Spiral Abyss, because she already above average. She's literally, I would say, pretty in the stronger side. So everything about Navia is pretty satisfied for me. Overall, it's pretty positive for Navia. And also, I feel like finally Geo didn't get any curse that, because before, like when Navia they already mentioned like she's Geo, you're like people already say, oh, Geo getting cursed, Geo, like they just laugh and whatever, like something like that. But in the end, she's not like that. She's pretty much more than okay. She's fine, not even bound with Mono Geo. Her kid just like finally free herself that you can pair with other element character, which is I think it's good and didn't force her in Mono Geo. And I hope for the future for Navia, I hope she get a better teammate, especially in Geo that can synergize her very well. So yeah, that's it. And yeah, I already say I'm satisfied with Navia. I'm glad with Navia didn't get this Geo curse. So yeah, if you like this kind of video, feel free to hit the button and like, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.